A number of Korean dialects are spoken in the Korean Peninsula. The peninsula is extremely mountainous and each dialect's territory corresponds closely to the natural boundaries between different geographical regions of Korea. Most of the dialects are named for one of the traditional 8 provinces of Korea. One is sufficiently distinct from the others to be considered a separate language, the Jeju language. The standard language. In South Korea, Standard Korean is defined by the National Institute of the Korean Language as the modern speech of Seoul widely used by the well-cultivated. In practice, it tends not to include features that are found exclusively in Seoul. In North Korea, the adopting proclamation stated that the Pyongan dialect spoken in the capital of Pyongyang and its surroundings should be the basis for the North Korean standard language. However, in practice, it remains firmly rooted in the Seoul dialect, which had been the national standard for centuries. Despite North-Euro-South differences in the Korean language, the two standards are still broadly intelligible. One notable feature within the divergence is the North's lack of anglicisms due to isolationism and self-reliance. Euro-pure invented Korean words are used in replacement. Regional dialects. Korea is a mountainous country, and Korean is consequently divided into numerous small local dialects. There are few clear demarcations, so dialect classification is necessarily to some extent arbitrary. Nonetheless, the following divisions are commonly cited in the literature: Hamgyong dialect, also called Northeastern dialects. Spoken in the Hamgyong Province region, the northeast corner of Pyongan Province, and the Ryanggang Province of North Korea as well as the Yanbian Korean Autonomous Prefecture of Northeast China. 9 vowels, the 8 of the standard language plus a paragraph. Northwestern dialects, Pyongan dialect, spoken in Pyongyang, Pyongan Province, Saeng Province, and neighboring Liaoning, of China. Hwanghae dialect, spoken in Hwanghae Province of North Korea. Commonly included among the central dialects, but do not fit there comfortably. Yukchon dialect. Spoken in the historical Yukchon region of northeastern North Hamgyong Province, far removed from Pyongan, but has more in common with Pyongan dialects than with the surrounding Hamgyong dialects. Central dialects. Commonly divided along provincial boundaries, Seoul dialect, also called Gyeonggi, spoken in Gyeonggi Province, Incheon, Seoul, and Kaesong. The basis of the standard language. Yeongjeo dialects, spoken in Yeongjeo, Gangwon Province and neighboring Gangwon Province to the west of the Abake Mountains. Though commonly subsumed under Gangwon dialect, Yeongjeo is quite distinct from the Yeongdong dialects to the east of the mountains. Chungcheong dialects, spoken in the Chungcheong Province region of South Korea, including the city of Daejeon. Yeongdong dialects, spoken in Yeongdong, Gangwon Province and neighboring Gangwon Province to the east of the Abake Mountains. Though commonly subsumed under Gangwon dialect, Yeongdong is quite distinct from the Central Korean dialects to the west of the mountains. Gyeongsang dialects, also called Southeastern dialects, spoken in Gyeongsang Province of South Korea, including the cities of Busan, Daegu, and Ulsan. This dialect is easily distinguished from the Seoul dialect because its pitch is more varied. 6 vowels, I, E, A, E, O, U. Eola dialect, also called Southwestern dialects, spoken in the Eola Province region of South Korea, including the city of Gwangju. 10 vowels, I, E, A, 1/4, a paragraph, U, O, U, Yo. Jeju language is spoken on Jeju-do off the southwest coast of South Korea and is sometimes considered a separate Koreanic language. The 9 vowels of Middle Korean, including array A, may have additional consonants as well. Outside of the Korean Peninsula, Koryo-ma, usually identified as a descendant of the Hamgyong dialect, is spoken by the Koryo-Saram, ethnic Koreans in the former USSR. It consists of a Korean-based vocabulary, but takes many loanwords and calques from Russian and the Turkic languages. Zainichi Korean language is a language or a dialect spoken among Koreans in Japan, strongly influenced by Japanese. Korean language in China as discussed above, Koreans in China use a dialect nearly identical to Hamgyong dialect in North Korea, but there are still some differences, as the former has many modern terms that came from Chinese. Classification. See also, Koreanic languages, regions of Korea, Tsushima dialect, a Japanese dialect containing loan words from Korean. References